No other country requires the individual to do so much for their retirement planning than the United States. So when we moved away from traditional pension plans, where if a worker worked, they were just put into a plan, that money was managed for them, they couldn't choose. And we moved to 401ks, where the worker had to decide how much to invest, whether or not to invest, and had to choose an employer that actually provided the plan. Most employers do not. Most people now, 83 million workers right now today, as we're talking, are employed, but they're not employed in any kind of setup where they can save for work. So the employer doesn't even have to have any responsibility for it. And the government's responsibility is to give a tax deduction to an employee that happens to save. Well, who are those? They're the highest paid, and they have the sort of the best employers. So the tax deduction, the government's responsibility for savings, is only going for the very top, so that 80% of our $270 billion we spend, the government spends on retirement savings, is going, 80% of that is going to the top 20%.
Is that a call to eliminate the tax deduction with the 401k?
Yes, my colleague Alicia Manel and her Republican counterpart came together to call out what I'm calling out. So we're in agreement there. This is a very expensive and regressive tax, but it does help some people save for retirement. So why get rid of something where, if it works for one slice of the population, all I'm saying is don't leave the 83 million people who don't have access to retirement plans out of this big bonanza. So perhaps we can put a cap on it and make it less expensive and more efficient by not giving away thousands of dollars a year to people who don't need it. So we could cap it, but we also could broaden it so that everybody can get some help from the government.